favorite wines of the year. I've got a selection of 6 here, though I could double it. But these are very near and dear to my heart. I love champagne, and this is the real deal French champagne. It is actually has a gentleman's name, Pierre Moncuy, that was the founder, but it is run by a mother and daughter team. And they are based in the Côte de Blanc, which is the place in Champagne that is famous for the best Chardonnay. And the style of Moncuy and other great Blanc de Blanc producers is very sleek, very, well, I can say feminine because 2 ladies make this wine. Very lifted, quite dry, but pleasantly mouth-watering. And I always swirl champagne to release the fragrance. I know I'm probably gonna lose some of the bubbles, but that's okay. And it smells like a combination of just fresh citrus fruits and fresh bread, which is delectable and irresistible. I taste champagne just the way I taste still wine. It's palate cleansing because of the bubbles and the high-toned acidity, but what it makes me imagine right away is what a great job it would do with something crunchy, salty, and fatty, like potato chips or popcorn, or better still, cracker crust white pizza. So this is Pierre Moncuy Blanc de Blanc Brut, French champagne, and it's actually a good buy. It's $46, which, considering that most French champagne starts around $40, that's a deal for a grower champagne. So they own all of the vineyards where that contribute to this wine. Also, it's so long, the finish is actually swelling, which is a mark of great quality. Now, the next wine, I have to be honest with you, is a little obscure to, I think, any market. This is Austrian Riesling, and a lot of people, well, Americans specifically, when they hear Riesling, they assume sweet. Riesling is simply an incredibly noble white grape variety that is capable of making great wines, the whole gamut of bone dry, which this one is, to, you know, I won't say teeth cracking, but dessert style sweet. And this Riesling is not from Germany. It is not from Australia, the Clare Valley. It's not from Washington State. It's from the Bacau in Austria. So we're talking about a region on the Danube west of Vienna. And this is a fun fact. Riesling from Austria accounts for less than 2% of their total production. This is a major wine producing country and a big part of their reputation. So the Rieslings are spectacular. And what makes them special? When you stick your nose in this glass and just smell like you're smelling a flower, you are smelling a flower. You're smelling honeysuckle and apple blossom, followed by like peach and apricot, and this just fresh minerality like it rained on slate. And when you taste it, as it's sitting on your palate, you get a little illusion, like a shadow, a whisper of sweetness, but then it finishes sleek and dry, just like the champagne, only no bubbles. And I'm telling you, this wine is heaven sent for sushi or fresh fish with a squeeze of lemon on it. Anytime you need something to cut through fat or to dance with something that's equally acidic like a niçoise salad, it's spectacular. And again, tremendous length. Now this next wine, I have to tell you, is a desert island wine for me because it is white Burgundy. It is French Chardonnay. Did you notice it even pours differently? It's got like a weight, a viscosity to it. The alcohol is probably slightly higher, but not over 13.5%, 14%. It doesn't say Chardonnay anywhere on the label. But this term, Viré Classé, refers to 2 townships within an area called the Mâconnais, where the white wine has to be Chardonnay. And this is a producer, Dominique Lafont, whose family is legendary for great, very expensive white Burgundies. And he trundled down from Meursault and Volnay in the Côte d'Or and went to the Mâconnais that didn't have a rep for expensive wine, and resuscitated, found, discovered these hilltop vineyards with old vine Chardonnay. Started biodynamic farming, which is sort of like taking organic to a hyper level. No new oak on this wine, larger neutral barrels. And what you end up with, it actually is going to feel the way it moves in the glass, like satin. And the nose is very complex. It doesn't have a strong fruity character to it, but it's got almost a combination of caramel, butterscotch, baked apple. It draws you in. It's not high-toned.